Oh yeah, Matt's commentating. I thought you were gonna be late.
I'm not even home.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess you can watch the stream? I don't know. Oh, wait, no, that just wouldn't work, would it?
Well, I mean, we're leaving. I'm leaving soon.
I swear Dan, once he gets to the corner, he just spams for his life.
I'm going to start on Tom soon.
It wouldn't work, would it?
Well, I mean, we're leaving. I'm leaving soon.
I swear Dan, once he gets to the corner, he just spams for his life.
I'm going to start on Tom soon.
Imagine kicking Multigami. It wouldn't work, would it?
Well, I mean, we're leaving. I'm leaving soon.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Melbourne Emos versus Minabo Kiev match for Matchday 2. So, alongside with me, I have Carter. I'm Crew People, and we are here to watch this match between Minabo Kiev and Melbourne Emos. Now, Carter, who do you think will win this match?
I can't really say for sure, but actually, yeah, I can say for sure. I wasn't sure about the final lineups, but it'll probably be Emo's game for sure, because they just have a way better team on paper. And Taka's side is just like not meshed too well. Fab scored 2 against them last week.
Yeah, I think they were very well. Emos are very well drilled styles. You know, they know teamwork, or Theo's tactics, and yeah. So I think they may just have the edge. Good player and a very good coach as well. So it's going to be a very close match indeed.
Yeah. Theo will probably be benching himself, I believe, because he wants to play TDA.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing the starting lineups, and I think Leverage and Wits are probably going to start. Although we don't know who the third player is. It could be.
Actually, Wits will definitely not start because Carlitos is a very good player, at least by the league standards. But probably be benching himself, I believe. Easy and probably silent.
Yeah, you know, of course, like the Spanish combination. You know, that
Yeah.
I think that could play a factor. But it's too late to say though, or it's too early to say. Excuse me. So, yeah. So, and we are not live yet. I think we're just started a bit too early there. So, Matt would normally be here, or Matt will have been here, but of course he's going to be joining with us midway since he can't exactly make it at the moment.
Yeah.
So. For the first time this season, we are actually going to have 3 commentators, so that's going to be possibly exciting.
The real question here is whether or not Emos actually will click in defense, because as far as I knew, Carlitos was a forward, but apparently in midfield too. So I'm not actually sure how that's going to work out.
Yeah, and as you said, Carter, Theo is playing himself, Carlitos and Leverage, making Wits dropped to the bench. But I think he's a very good option to have on the bench. Because I think he can be that potential difference maker, just in case. Yeah. And obviously, so far, you're being right again with the lineups for Minabo Kiev. Yeah. Yeah, TDA obviously not very happy with his coach.
I'm interested to see. Why would they?
Yeah, there's going to be a very interesting pick of who Tucker picks for his third man.
Yeah, actually I'm not sure about that, because Dan scored, I believe, a couple last weekend, and I don't know about. Oh, yeah, there he is. Dan's in.
Yeah.
Last week he opted for silent, but this year.
Very interesting choice from Tocker, as we can tell. So both captains and owners are starting.
There's not too much of a difference, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like, Dan and Silent are relatively close in ability. Maybe Dan fits it a little bit better. Ooh. I've been informed that my goalkeeper is not showing up. That's rough. Alright, guess we're playing equal goalkeeper.
Oh, you're playing equal as a goalkeeper?
Yeah. If you listen closely, you can hear the background noise in my house.
Yeah, I hear. And we are underway. Melbourne versus Kiev. It is now live for Matchday 2. Ooh. So, what are some of your score predictions? Who do you think will win this match?
I gotta say Emos, honestly. No offense to Theo, but he's probably like the weakest link they have in terms of just ability. But that's to be expected.
I just realised we just talked about this earlier before the match, so...
Yeah, but I guess we didn't know that Danica was going to be playing, I suppose. Yeah, it's really about like how this team defends, honestly, because Emos on paper are just the far better team, but we're not actually sure how that'll play out.
Yeah, stranger things have indeed happened in Hacksball, and Leverage has the ball now, gives it away to Kiev. Oh, here comes Carlitos. Can they score from here? Goal for Emos!
Yeah, I'm expecting a lag. Kind of looked like it too.
Oh, and there's a potential lag, I wonder.
Yeah, that's a huge liability in that aspect because he lags so much that oftentimes, like, his spikes just look normal. So it's hard to prove.
Yeah. Tocker's a bit inconsistent with his ping, and I think that can make for a very difficult scenario, as you can tell. So, not exactly the ideal situation for him at the moment. But yeah,
that's exactly what the Emos are going to try to capitalize on because Tocker's lag makes it a little bit shaky for his team because his forwards are going to want to push back to cover for his ping. So what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to rush Taka, and since most likely Danica and Sneezy will be pushing back a lot, they won't have much risk pushing. So that's what they're going to be trying to play. Theo's going to... Go ahead.
Yeah. I think where you can tell that, just look at the way Kiev is shaped. They're not shaped in a typical, or they're not shaped in a triangle at all. It's more just like a curved line, really. And I think that's poor positioning from Danica, or RKO. But and I think you need to have that triangle formation at all times if you want to win any match or get a result from any game, really. So yeah.
Right, they're gonna restart at 6 minutes.
And I think they're restarting it. I think Kiev definitely have to be very careful with their position.
Yeah, what Theo's team is going to be playing a very safe, or at least Theo is. Like as you noticed at the start of the game,
playing with the high press so far.
Yeah, it was in the corner, and Theo kind of just like shepherded the ball out. So they'll be not trying to play too aggressive against Taka because they know what he can do. Like, see what I mean? I'm not sure if that's a lag or not, and there's pretty much no way for him to prove it.
Yeah, he can't just like jumps from his position in a way. Yeah,
he's very spiky. The Balance host has not been too great in recent times, but he's gonna have to live with it because he's Spanish anyways.
Yeah, or unless he like makes a substitution change and subs himself off for someone like Silence. Yeah.
And then that's just like opening a very open route for the Emos to exploit. Because you'll have Danica, Snoozy, and Silent all in the same field, and none of them are keepers.
Yeah, and Tocker now has the ball now, gives it away to Emos. Here comes Carlitos, intercepted by Snoozy right there. Right, goes back to Tocker. Now what's he going to do?
That's the way.
Plays the ball to Snoozy.
Yeah. Kiev are going to need to counter this. They're going to need to sit back and let Emos absorb. They're going to have to absorb pressure from Emos and then break. Theo can be error prone at times, and that's what they're going to have to rely on.
Yeah, because of Tocca's slide as well. Oh, and Tocca's asking for a pause. When he spikes, never mind. So, and
yeah,
Kiev,
Emos
Kiev
have two really good, ball controllers. I don't know what you'd call it. Ooh, well done.
Here comes RKO. Puts it into the corner.
Good move.
Pass back to cross, but it's blocked by Theo. Now here comes Tocca.
That's what I noticed a lot with Tocca and his teams. He plays way more aggressive than the outfielders are used to. So oftentimes they'll have little, non-verbal disagreements.
Yeah, Tocca typically plays very highly up the field when he's attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He likes to play really aggressively.
Yeah, look at him there. He goes past his halfway line. And I think that could end up costing him the game, especially considering how he jumps from his position and how he slides. Yeah.
What you want to be as a goalkeeper, like a traditional goalkeeper, should always be behind the last man, because obviously there's a threat of a rocket down the side and just beating that goalkeeper. But Tocca's used to that threat, and he's encountered ways to get past it.
Yeah, and Kiev obviously making sure of their positioning. I think they might have been listening to us even, so we were criticising them for being just a little out of position.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to how confident Dan is. When he's playing well, he can actually play quite well, but when he's not confident, like he seems to be right now, it doesn't always work out. He's gonna probably go out of position more and more as the game goes on.
Tocca, RKO, Carlitos.
Usually he's the guy they're going to have to be looking towards for a goal. Yeah, but basically that play there is kind of what Tocca's play style revolves around.
Pero ya son las prédicas de aquí, las transmitimos en una radio ya.
And you can hear that is Matt in the background. He's away at the moment, so I don't know what he's doing here.
Shut up.
Matt! Hush! Alright, we'll have to live with it. The absolute state of Hacks Lounge production server is just not very good, is it?
Joke.
Right. And
we have intruders every day. There we go.
Always intruders. Thanks to bloody Tebow. Ooh, here comes a shot on target.
That could be. Oh, well done for Carl. Made a very good chance. That's exactly what's going to happen for this. Theo doesn't always have the best sense of when to push up or not, and they're going to have to use that.
Yeah, because Theo, along with Tocca, he has a high press as well. And he goes across his halfway line. He's exactly like Tocca. He has the exact same problem. So this...
I think sometimes for Theo, it's never just good position. Well, it's never perfect positioning for Theo. It's more so either really aggressive or really safe.
Conservative, yeah.
Danica needs to keep going there. That's what they need to look for. They need somebody to be played through centrally, and someone needs to make that run outside for the tap on. Good news.
Big Snoozy now. That's RKO, but it's intercepted by Theo.
Ooh, goal.
Oh, Snoozy! With the first goal for Kiev!
Yep, that's fortunate, but somehow it went in on the line. I think that went off leverage. Who is that? Oh, we might have a second right here.
Oh,
there it is.
Here comes RKO. Lets it in. Snoozy yet again.
Jeez, this game turned around so quickly.
2 goals in the space of 10 seconds.
I'd say once we'll see TDA in at the half probably.
Who would have thought 2-0 at half time? Especially with this Kiev team. They could have another. They could have another. Big Snoozy!
Yeah, it's 3.
That's it. 3-0. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think Theo's staying in next half.
Absolutely mad.
Yeah. Jeez. What is that? 3 goals in the space of
Big Snoozy is an absolute unit.
Make it 4, Dan. Make it
And
4.
here comes RKO. Put it into the corner.
And On looks so dumb right now.
What a rampant performance from Kiev in that last minute.
Right.
Absolutely astonishing.
That's something.
And Theo is asking for VC, which is not very... It does not look good. What do you think he's saying to his players right now?
It's got to be, he's going to probably sub himself out. He's not confident in these situations, and he's not going to be then. He'll probably put TDA and goalkeeper, and we'll probably play really aggressive. Maybe put a couple past Kiev, but I don't think they're coming back. I think they've calmed down too far.
So as we can see, half time, Minabo. Fuck, how do you say it?
Just say Kiev.
Right, yeah. All right. Kiev 3-0 Melbourne. Obviously, very, very intriguing stuff right here, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is really about how Emos respond. Because it was just, I don't care how good the goals are, you can't concede 3 in that amount of time. So,
and they could...
it was just poor tactically. Yeah, TDA wants in, unsurprisingly.
Yeah. If they continue to play like that, do you think that they could miss a playoffs contention for the second season in a row?
Not one of those 3 goals was particularly good. It was just lapses in concentration.
Yeah.
You could argue it comes down to poor goalkeeping, or you could argue it comes down to poor outfielding. But yeah, it happens.
I think in the end, it may, if they continue to play like that, we could see Aces and Emos being out of the playoffs entirely.
We could, but who knows? It's early season. Things could change.
Yeah, early days yet. But
this is TDA's moment to find himself into the starting lineup.
Yeah,
it's not hurt Theo to do, but he might.
Fabiano has posted the scores. It is the first score is actually Leverage OG, and Snoozy has scored twice. So it deflected off Snoozy, or Leverage. So yeah.
Who was the own goal on? Was that Theo? Did you say there was an own goal?
Excuse me?
Did you say there was an own goal?
Yeah, an own goal was through Leverage. For the first goal.
That's a harsh own goal, gotta say. Maybe he could have done better, but I'd say it was deflected. Well, it was shot towards goal.
I think it was just a naturally unlucky goal, to be honest.
Usually will want to claim that.
Because Snoozy would have gotten a hat-trick in the first half there, which I think might have been the first hat-trick in the first half of any Hackslounge season. Well, unless I stand corrected, which of course...
No, there's definitely been more. First half hat-trick? Off the top of my head, I can't think of any, but... they probably... Oh, actually, I do remember Fab had a first half... Well, a one half hat-trick versus Big Bad United last season. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So, as we can see here, Emos have sobbed off Theo and put in TDA in goal. And Silent has left the game. So, that is very, very lovely stuff right there.
I guess he's pretty confident in his team. But we'll definitely see a couple of goals from Emo this half. Because realistically, they're going to be playing really attacking.
Yeah, I think Kiev could be playing very defending. They want to keep that lead and not blow it like, Istanbul style, or Crystal Palace. For any of you
I don't know much about TDA. I don't know much about TDA, but I assume he must play with a decent amount of intensity for him to want to be in so badly. Yeah. Theo's more reserved than Leverage and Carlitos are.
Yeah,
Go ahead, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
So here comes RKO to Leverage.
Yeah, he's just never winning that in the corner against Leverage. Yeah, there we go.
And Hokic has joined, which makes me think that they could possibly sub him on later?
He's on for... Is he Kiev or Emos?
Oh, no. Yeah, he's Emos.
He might get in if it's like 3-0 at the 6-minute mark. Ooh, good turn.
Yeah. Ooh.
Very well done, Lev.
Snoozy possibly going for a hat
That's a
trick.
goal,
there.
yep.
Oh! 3-1. Hello. Here we go.
That's a goalkeeper goal for TDA.
Yeah. Could this be the sign of Kiev's lead collapsing as we know it?
I don't think so.
TDA
Well, actually, it's early enough that it might be. Because I feel like we're at the point where maybe Cahab will start to choke and maybe even talk himself. There's some crazier hat tricks. I mean, crazier comebacks.
Yeah, and I think Kiev may need to want to calm down a bit, kind of defend a bit more smartly.
Taka doesn't really want to go to the corner, it seems. Very unusual for him.
Yeah, they want to keep it for the corner as much as possible, and I think Taka would probably keep it that way. Here comes Danica.
The goal? Ooh, no, it's
not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's a Taka own goal!
Yeah.
Game on for the Emos. Game on.
You had to really see it happen. I just didn't see this team coming into the second half with the same intensity that he did. I feel like Danica and Snoozy just don't have the outfield defensive presence that one might hope for in a lead like this.
Yeah, so a defensive mistake has led Kiev to concede yet another goal.
That was rough.
Yeah, very close there. Could Big Snoozy get his hat trick? Oh, here comes Carlitos. Ooh.
I feel like the way it's going, we'll probably see a third from Emos. Ooh.
Oh.
It's already a different half.
So it could very well be Emo Istanbul here in match 2.
Sure. Maybe not the Champions League final, but something like that.
It will be the Matchday winner, maybe. So
yep.
It would more like be Crystal Palace 3-3 Liverpool.
Chance to go third.
Yeah. As much as it pains me to say, it will be more like a Kristanbul rather than a Istanbul. So, as a Liverpool supporter, you can obviously imagine how much that pains me to say it. But nevertheless, right. Carlitos.
Well, probably.
Soccer.
Apparently, Hokage had his audio going.
There comes T.
Yeah, we'll be seeing Emo's goal. I'm pretty sure. I just don't think there's any way that this Kiev side are going to keep them out for the rest of the half.
Yeah, and it's back to TDA now.
Ooh,
Carlitos.
Ball, but...
Leverage. Carlitos again.
Time for 11 Carl to down.
Kiev forcing them wide. Ooh, that could have been a very dangerous position there. And Snoozy trying to go for the long effort, but it didn't quite work.
Taka typing the game was something you had to deal with a lot less, even if you were a player under Taka. Hard to focus.
I think
maybe hopefully for Emos it'll be the same.
Yeah, I think all the slide that he may have in this match could very well affect Kiev.
These are teams that I believe are joined on points. Ooh. Oh, that's a goal. No, it's not.
Oh. Great save by Leverage right there.
Good body.
Absolute wonder save.
You could argue Dan could have done better, but it was just mainly down to defensive positioning. Ooh. Taka doesn't seem to want to be that aggressive.
Oh.
They seem to have reverted into more of a damage there. That was almost a miscommunication.
Kiev being very aware of their defensive mistakes. This is end-to-end stuff here. Look at this.
Both of these teams are very open.
Both these teams really wanting to go for it, with Kiev wanting to further their lead and Emos wanting to come back from 3-0 down.
3-3.
Carlitos.
I think we'll see. Ooh. Yikes.
Kalis is yet again.
Well done, Dan.
Emos all over
Very
them.
well done.
Oh, and here comes Big Snoozy. Oh, here comes Carlitos. Leverage.
This will just be pretty much the biggest minute of the game so far.
Oh, here comes
I just want to keep him in the corner.
Intercepted by Leverage. Can they do it?
Let him turn.
Can Emos do it?
Hmm.
This is absolutely nerve-wracking for both sets of fans here.
Blood choking. Oh, it's a goal.
Oh!
That's it. Susie has his
That crushes Emos' total hopes. Or, so, excuse me, winning hopes.
Oh, he is coming in.
Not,
Focus is on
I
Emos.
think Total's a bit early.
Fide asking for a macro check.
So 4-2 here.
Susie.
Oh, macro check. Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure he was checking.
Alright. Well, Carlitos. Leverage. Carlitos yet again.
Who knows? Pretty sure Danica was on the Emos team last season that choked 3 in about a couple minutes. And then ended up losing 5-4.
Oh,
yeah,
here comes
that's
the
a wrap.
Yeah.
It was a good game. Pretty open defensively. A lot of
and so
negative
did Big
defensive
Snoozy
plays.
score that? I can't exactly remember now.
Snoozy scored that, yep.
Oh, Snoozy scored.
Even if he doesn't get that own goal, that's a hat-trick.
So Big Snoozy with the hat-trick as Emos fall to Kiev 4-2.
Jeez.
Wow, what a match.
That was a pretty end-to-end game.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah. That's actually end-to-end stuff right there. And the 3
going full ego mode.
Vital.
Implying he'll win that, like it's not a mentality-based thing as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's I mean, they conceded, so clearly it wasn't too good. But oh well, we'll see how Emos come out next weekend.
Yeah. So as we can tell here, 4-2 to Kiev.
Yep, what a game.
We will see you guys the next time here on the Hacksloud stream, and it should be next, I believe, commentating next. It should be Hocus and Tocker, so that should be quite fun there.
And a side note.
Later.
Side note before the stream ends, Danica claims he dragged out of the way of that open goal, the one where Lev pushed him off. So that's pretty interesting. Kobe ruined this and that.
This development is surely going to be a very interesting one. So everyone seems to be leaving now. I will talk to you guys later, and peace.
Goodbye.